What's up, y'all? This is Eno. Apologize if it's a little dark. Heading down to a property that we own. It's a commercial property. We rent out space. We rent out some sheds, storage sheds that we have there, and we rent out parking spots for people that want to store boats or campers or stuff like that there. And we've been having some problems lately with some thievery on our property, and so usually once or twice a night I go over to the property and drive around, take a look around. Normally I don't arm myself for this, but over the last week I've began carrying a firearm with me. Probably about a week ago we had a number of people experience some problems with thievery. We had a number of cars, both on our property and also the property next to us. A number of cars that were broken into, the hoods popped, and batteries stolen. You can scrap a battery for about 10 bucks. So what they're doing is they're stealing batteries and scrapping them. You know, if you get a few batteries under your belt, you actually make a few bucks. So we've also had a lot of gas siphoning going on. One of our vehicles that we store there, a van, was actually they weren't able to siphon it because they didn't have a hose long enough to reach from the gas cap down to the tank. So they actually went underneath the vehicle and punctured a hole in the gas tank and drained the gas out. And luckily we were able to find a used gas tank at a salvage yard, so it wound up costing us about $450 bucks to have the van fixed, and that sucks. So we've been having some issues down there, so I thought I'd bring the camera along with me tonight, just because I had nothing better to do. And again, I apologize if you're just staring at darkness, but I tried to turn on the dome light here to give some semblance of light. Like I said, I have started arming myself going down there. We've been starting to run into people down there, hiding in the bushes and hiding behind cars and stuff like that. And you just never know. You never know if they're armed. You never know if they're on something. You never know how desperate they are. The reason why I wanted to videotape this is just, to let people out there who watch some of my other videos and stuff like that know, I'm doing this for real. I'm not just a guy who buys crap on eBay and in gun stores and comes home and does little reviews about it just to get my rocks off. I do carry. I consider myself in these types of situations to be putting myself in harm's way, and you got to do what you got to do to protect your property, and to protect not only from the zombie apocalypse that might come one day, but the here and now too. There's desperate people out there who are willing to do desperate things. So it might not be a big deal to some people, but it's a big deal to the people who it affects. So thought I'd bring y'all along tonight. Almost there, so we'll see if we see anybody. All right, we're here. Let's see what we find. Get my flashlight here.
Stores an old beater truck back there. Most of the time they're coming through the back here. Fucking around with these boats and stuff. That's here. Let's see if they open. Okay. That's a good sign. Check the locks, make sure. Locks are in place. What was that? Moving around over there. Well, it was not here earlier today. Sometimes get scrappers too that come back here and go through the dumpsters looking for metal. I don't necessarily mind them too much. They tend to not cause too much harm. Don't necessarily want people on the property, but could be a lot worse. Alright. Looks pretty clear. I think we'll drive around up front, see if we see anything over there. What are you looking at? I think there's yeah. Wait a minute. I think there was somebody looking into our property wondering what I was doing. Nobody's going to mistake me for an intruder because my vehicle is logoed, shall we say. So nobody's gonna mistake me for anybody. Well, just kind of I checked around out front, drove around back and back again. Didn't see anything. Didn't see any, the exception of that bucket. I didn't really see anything out of place. I mentioned that tenant that lives there. That fucker is a shady little shit. He actually lives in an apartment above our neighbor's business, and he's okay, sort of. Yeah, he's not going to be stealing shit and stuff. I don't accuse him of that, but he's got a daughter who's a real pile of shit, and daughter dates these piece of shit boyfriends that, and we think that it's them, the boyfriends and his friends, who are actually fucking around with stuff. That, and also just the fact that there's cars and stuff on the property do attract you know, thugs and stuff like that. So just people looking to do no good. So we'll keep an eye on it.